It was. I'm glad we don't remember the name.
Yeah, that's what it deserves.
Yeah.
I feel like I should look it up, but if I Alt-Tab, the recording will stop.
Okay, we can't have
so
that.
We can't
We've
do
made
that.
it 24 turns. This game.
We've just been chatting so much.
I feel like it's fairly legit.
More scouting.
Yeah.
So we haven't really got a plan yet. Oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
So our destroyer has found some 2 Cardassians.
What do you
What are they?
do? Oh.
So there's a troop transport and a colony ship.
Right.
So what he might be trying to do here is colonize the planet and then build an outpost outside it.
Right.
It's like quite an aggressive. It's like running up to you and building a like an encampment in Civ.
Oh shit.
We don't really want that. But again, the Federation don't like it when you murder civilians.
It's weird that we sent this destroyer out and it's already found.
It's already chasing everyone away from their forward settlers.
It's like episodes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Star Trek.
So this is first contact with the Cardassian Union.
Yeah.
So I am going to open hailing frequencies because we've never even spoken to these guys before. Shooting on sight. It's not very Federation, right?
There's like 1 billion people there.
Yeah, literally. No, they're out of here. They don't want to talk. They're scared.
The enemy is in retreat.
See you later.
See ya.
Stand down from battle station.
Okay,
Do you reckon they were just going?
Ooh, we've met the Iridians.
By selling secret information.
Remember these guys?
We must be
Melty face merch pawnbrokers.
I'm sure they were in an episode.
And then they are.
Greetings from the Cardassian Union. We look forward to diplomatic contact with your people. In the meantime,
Cardassians, I always thought of them as like
insist that you avoid our space.
Italy.
Yeah, like Mussolini's Italy kind of thing.
Yeah, they swap sides to whoever's winning.
And they got roped into a war they weren't ready for by the stronger power.
That's right. They got strong-armed into
into an alliance that really didn't benefit them at all.
Multiple times.
Yeah. They want to be a player, that's the thing. They want to be a big boy.
They feel like they don't have a choice and they end up screwing themselves a bit. They've had a rough time.
Yeah, kind of feel bad for them. So our science vessel found the Iridians, who have dilithium and an M-class planet. It's a pretty tasty little planet.
We're pretty advanced with our Cardassian knowledge, though. Like a lot of people who haven't watched too much Star Trek just think they're generic bad guys.
Well, they only know like the Federation and the.
You think we're
the
crazy by being like, these guys don't know anything about the Cardassians. We do. We know everything about them, and as a result,
my favourite character for a long time was Garrick.
Garrick, yeah. Well, he's a very cool character.
Yeah,
there's very cool moments.
He has some really cool plot episodes where like his background's quite fun.
He is. Because the great thing about Garrick is like there's a great episode with Garrick where I think they.
Which we should probably explain who he is because it's a bit niche, isn't it?
He's like a tailor on board Deep Space Nine.
He's like a non-assuming. You wouldn't think anything of him. Like just keeping his head down, doing his work, and everyone hates him because all the other Cardassians have left.
Because they're racist. Everyone thinks Cardassians are bad.
Yeah,
most of them are, but he is only in. Turns out he's only in Deep Space Nine because all the Cardassians hate him even more than everyone else.
Yeah, so he has to be put up with being hated by the Bajorans and the Federation.
Yeah, because it's still better than being hated by the Cardassians.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he's got a very complicated backstory. Oh my god.
Do you remember these guys?
Technology. The Bandi use methods of construction that compare favorably to our own.
I do remember these guys, actually.
They're like low tech.
Yeah, I remember, but they have some really weird secret thing going on, don't they? Like they're not actually low tech, like they're actually they're
actually super high tech, but they're not interested in exploring space.
Right.
And so we assumed they were low tech.
But I think what happened was I think they captured the Enterprise or something on their planet in some sort of weird field or something.
Yeah.
They were trying to suck it off or whatever.
They were trying to get the power or the parts.
There's a lot of aliens
or something.
trying to suck people off.
Yeah, it's basically space
so
is full of
Cardassian ships there, those things.
That's it. So these are the troop transport and the colony ship. What they're trying to do here on Nehru is they've started terraforming this planet 25%.
Right.
So they are going to colonize.
Is that what we scared them off of?
We scared them off because there's dilithium to mine here.
Right. So we want to
like a strategic resource. So they're trying to do that, and they're trying to build. That's why the troop transport's here as well, to build a military outpost to defend it.
Right.
It's pretty close to our shit. Look, we've got a colony right next door, and Tamar, our friends, are right next door. I don't really think we want an outpost being built here.
We want to secure this for ourselves.
Yeah. Is it actually our territory? No, it's not. It's unclaimed sector. So we've just built a troop transport.
Right.
We could build an outpost there. That would expand our range, so we could start exploring over here.
And that would claim it for us.
And claim it for us.
Right. Okay. Well, we want to make sure we get enough places.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, this is a great place. Dilithium is super rare. I know actually there's a shitload of it around here, but that means there's probably not a lot anywhere else.
Okay.
So I think this is strategically very important. I'm going to send the troop transport.
So what are we building at that?
So Earth now needs a new project. What do you want to do? Another colony ship, maybe?
Well, we're having to contest these areas of space, aren't we? I don't know.
More fighters?
Does the troop transport get used up
Yeah,
when it builds the thing?
it does.
Is it worth building outposts instead of like colonies?
You should build both, really. Like, because the colonies obviously are better for your economy.
Yeah.
But the outposts give you a solid, like, military base that, at this point in the game, is the most powerful thing in the game.
Okay.
Like, until they research better ships, they can't attack it.
I mean, they're not going to be able to move many ships into our space anyway, right? So, what about Deneb? So, what's Deneb?
Deneb, that's where the Deneb live.
People live there.
Yeah, the Bandi, sorry. The Bandi
right,
live
the Bandi.
on Deneb. And it's not a particularly great
You
planet.
can't colonize that because they're going to take those eventually.
Yeah.
If you terraform their things, could they expand to it?
Yeah, you can. Help
Right.
them out.
So that's the thing we could do with Vulcan, I guess.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Look, they've already expanded. Again, they've colonized another one of their planets.
So aren't these? But these aren't terraformed. I don't understand.
The green means it's terraformed.
Oh right.
So they started here, and over the last 26 turns, they've colonized. They've terraformed this one, and they've terraformed this one.
They are terraforming themselves.
They're doing it themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't need to terraform their planets.
The Tamar haven't done anything. They've stayed
But will
on their
they?
planet. They will eventually.
Right. At some point.
You can see they've already built 3 orbital batteries
Right.
to defend themselves.
Okay. That seems fine.
So that's what they've focused on instead.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do.
Well, I think you should. I want you to say what you think would be good, or give us a plan.
I think we should build a space station there. Sure.
Okay.
And I think we should probably see if we can build a space station on the other side of that wormhole.
Cool. So another troop transport.
But what tech do we need to build it on the other side of that wormhole?
We need a starbase on the other side. Like, an outpost isn't enough, so we need to hit 5 and 6.
Oh shit!
But the tech starts snowballing. Oh shit! Also, I've done it wrong. I'm a noob. I left it. This is something I always do in this game. A tech gets completed, and then I just go brilliant and leave it. So look, we've already researched 4% of the next level of
Oh
construction.
well, don't worry about that. As long as you haven't wasted it.
So we'll stick it into weapons, but you have to leave 1% in there. Otherwise, it degrades over time if you're not researching it,
Bollocks.
which is a bit of a faff.
Well, at least you know that.
Yeah,
See,
it's
these
just
are the little tricks you learn. I love that. That is such a classic, little mistake that you have when you've played a video game a lot. You know exactly how to solve these problems. It's we just need to leave 1% there, and then that won't degrade.
What else do we want to build here? I don't really know what to make this planet. Should we make it a research planet?
Oh, so I mean, classically in these space games, you tend to focus systems on one thing particularly, right?
Definitely. It's always a good thing to do.
Especially if they have any bonuses there. So if you've got a planet with 25% bonus to science or whatever, you'll just build only
Just
science.
max out science there, yeah.
Well,
Science is
to
pretty
you.
good. Let's do some science.
I'll let you make the decision on what you think we need.
So
I guess you just need enough energy and food to keep it in the positive, and then you build either industry or research or
Yeah, you always want a little bit of industry, otherwise it can't do anything.
right. So the industry builds
builds everything else.
Right.
So what I've done
Can you
here,
destroy the industry once you've. make
you
room?
can,
Or
but it
does it
doesn't
matter?
really. There's no. You can build as many buildings as you want.
Okay, right. So there's no. I get it.
There's no downside.
That's good. Because obviously that was a classic thing I used to do in Stellaris. It's build some factories. To build more
and then,
stuff or
decommission
whatever,
them
and then,
once,
destroy them. But
The Cardassians just keep heading back. I'm going to auto this. No, I'm going to hail.
Hailing frequencies have been opened.
The Cardassians have signed a non-aggression with the Ferengi.
Terraforming completed.
That's no good.
Where is this then? Well, I think you went to them, didn't you? You were scouting and they were just there.
Oh no, I've been camping out the dilithium
Ah, I see.
to stop them building their outpost here.
Okay.
And
They're still here.
Every time I hail, they run away and then they come back.
Right.
That's why we've had a few.
They
of
are
those
still in
battles.
that environment. In that.
Select
They are, yeah. Because this time they didn't run away. We just both hailed,
Right.
so they're here.
I mean, you could colonize Neru, right? You've got the colony
We've got the
ship
colony
right
ship. Yeah, I'm going to send the troop transport in first.
there. Okay. Build the outpost.
Build the
Just in
outpost.
case they decide to attack.
Exactly. I'll just keep hailing.
Our opponents have retreated. An alien culture. has
Oh, the
been discovered.
Betazoids.
Ah,
Telepathy is an asset that
mean,
our rivals may try to
they look
exploit.
identical.
They're just humans. They look exactly like humans, right? Right, they're over here.
AZ.
So they're right in the middle of Cardassian space.
Right.
That's bad for them.
They sound like they want our help.
Look, this symbol here means they have an outpost built here.
Okay, right.
So this is probably Cardassia itself.
Okay, right.
That would be my bet.
Do you think we should? What should we do with the Cardassians? Well, I mean, I think we should bring as many people on side as we can.
Okay, should we?
Because we're trying to make the Federation here, right?
Exactly, we'll do the peaceful
We're
approach.
playing as the Federation.
Yeah, so we'll try and be friends, and if they
As
fight
much
us,
as I want to smash everyone, like, you know,
Outpost will be constructed.
it's pretty. War isn't a good thing in any of these games.
if you can like just be left alone to like tech
keep
up.
them on side.
Hailing frequencies have been opened.
This is just the same thing. These guys just keep coming back, trying to like settle here.
So you're building that outpost.
So I'm building
now?
an outpost now.
Oh right, okay.
So once this is built, they should stop trying to turn up and take this place because they can't colonize a system that's in our territory.
Right.
And the outpost will project our territory here.
Okay, good.
That's the plan here.
So is our territory the green?
Our territory is quite hard to see. It's blue.
Oh, I see.
But it's blue on blue because the swirl of the galaxy here is also blue. But can you see like the hatching, the blue
yes,
like dots?
I see. It's those five basically. It's
Yeah,
like a plus.
it's like a plus sign here. And this one here.
And that one.
Yeah.
And the one to the left.
It does actually say at the top as well, Federation sector, unexplored, Federation. So it's actually just these three, that one on the side, that one on the side. That's it.
Okay.
So it's like a weird Tetris block.
I can see like is it on the top though? What about that one? No, that's
Unexplored.
not weird. That one looks cross-hatched. Wow, it's very hard to see.
It's because of the
Because we're blue.
sensor is also like a blue hatching on the lines.
Right.
So it looked like this place isn't our territory, but is in our sensor range. Super confusingly.
It is. What are we gonna do?
Well, what can you do? But yeah, the Cardassian and the Federation, they're a lot. Sorry, the Ferengi.
They're a lot
clearer,
clearer.
and the Klingons over here.
Yeah.
So I guess the Romulans must be like over here somewhere, like really far
maybe.
away from us.
Maybe in that corner.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
Purchase
keep
ordered.
buying stuff for our new colonies because the new colonies don't have enough production to build it themselves.
Right. So you're
I'm
spending our credits.
spending our credits just to auto build stuff.
Can they only buy one thing per turn?
Hailing
One
frequencies
thing per planet per turn.
Right.
Which is actually quite an annoying problem with the game because really when a new colony comes up I want to buy it like 10 things
Right.
just to get it like start off the ground.
But
you
now you have to do it one by
you have to
one.
go in every turn and do it.
Purchase ordered.
64 turns that would have taken otherwise.
Yeah, because you only start with 5 industry, which is
Right.
like absolutely nothing when you look at like Earth is kicking out 293 industry.
I see. Well, because it's got like shit tons of factories.
Yeah, and high level factories at that.
So you're just buying 1 or 2 high level factories in each.
Well, you have to upgrade them. They start at level 1. I've just bought the upgrades. They're now both going to be level 2.
Right. And you're going to only build level 2s after that.
Exactly. I might even upgrade them to level 3, to be honest. No, let's buy this.
Purchase
So this early buildings, they're really cheap.
Right.
So I'm just gonna buy them.
Yeah,
all
it's
up.
not denting your cash income at all.
Cardassian support. So I just keep hailing these guys. Get out of here.
messages have been received.
The Klingons have issued a demand. What do they want? If you contribute to the support of our troops, we will allow you to live in peace. It's not a huge amount of money. It's like a turn and a half or 2 turns of our income.
I think we just give them some.
Keep them happy.
You know what it's like? Credits don't matter to the Federation.
No, because we're a moneyless society, right?
Yeah.
Treaty will be
They never really explained how that worked. How does the Federation economy work?
But you don't need to know. Everyone
Sort of
just
fun.
everyone gets a universal basic income, I think. That's
Right.
What it is. It's like Bernie Sanders.
Oh, okay, so it's like super communism,
Yeah. Socialism.
socialism, of course.
Yeah. It's like but good. I mean communism doesn't work, right? Very famous.
I mean, I guess, like
well,
a dictatorship called communism doesn't work.
that's true.
That's what we learned, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know, like I'd like the idea of a universal basic income. Think about our
It's complicated.
it's very I don't want to start talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry
I mean,
about
it's
it.
going to upset
But
people
I guess,
no matter
like,
what, isn't it?
You know, as
purchase ordered.
basically a society becomes more technologically advanced, okay, it should allow more members of that society to be lifted out of
Hailing frequencies have
the
been
things that they had to use to do. Do you know what I mean? Like if
Well, yeah, because like it used to be that like 90% of all people
Had to
were
farm.
employed in farming.
Yeah.
But now that we've got tech, we can have people who like make YouTube videos and
it's like 1%
make
of people
iPhones.
or whatever, or 2%. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like hardly anyone
I
makes food
don't know
anymore.
how many percent of people are involved in farm, but a smaller amount. And the same thing should apply to other things. As the tech increases, you need the same jobs are being done,
Yeah, but by fewer people.
less people. So what that should do is that should allow more people to live a higher quality and higher standard of living. Okay?
Yeah.
And so comparatively, as technology advances, more people should be able to do stuff. You know, if you've got,
Purchase ordered.
as long as the money is still distributed and the resources are still distributed.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
That's the thing that we
but if it
don't.
all ends up in like Amazon and Apple's pockets,
If it all ends up in nowhere,
well, there's some corporation,
yeah, or the 1%,
yeah,
then you're not going to have any change.
There's-
You know, you're not going to have any change in quality of life. I think
Yeah.
right now, if, you know, we distributed the money more fairly, we would have a lot less poverty and a lot less crime and a lot less problems in the world.
yeah. Well, that's it, because like, you know, people don't commit crimes because they're assholes.
Yeah.
They do it because they don't have a lot of other options.
So basically what I'm saying is in the future, maybe because technology has continued to advance, maybe we don't need hairdressers anymore. You know, people could do it if they want, sure, but
yeah. But
like-
eventually, you know, the robots will do everything.
I
won't
reckon
they?
they'll be like, I reckon we're talking like a universal
They've gone to warp.
basic income type situation.
Well, it's a
where
bit like
everyone-
ancient Rome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like they had so many slaves that basically, if you were like a normal person, you couldn't get a job because it was cheaper for a farmer to buy a slave to do a job
Right.
than it was for them to hire you to do it as a free man.
Okay.
So you couldn't get a job if you were like a normal person without like a really good trade or a skill. If you were just like a manual labourer, you were screwed because they just get a slave to do it for free.
Right.
And the slaves in this analogy are the robots.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? So now, like in a few years' time, they don't need to hire you as a truck driver because they've got a self-driving truck
Yeah.
that costs them more initially, but then just costs them nothing to run in comparison to your wages.
Yeah.
So you're in the same boat as like a Roman citizen at that point. And so
think
what
this is-
Rome did was they gave everyone bread and entertainment for free. To stop
Bread
them
and
rioting.
circuses.
Bread and circuses, like subsidised state bread to stop them all rioting and going mental
Yeah.
because they'd had nothing to do.
And so it was like a universal basic income for everyone.
Exactly, that's what it was,
Yeah.
like a primitive version. And I guess it worked for them. I don't know the details, but I don't know how else you're going to do it.
We just have to keep spooking these guys off.
Yeah. I mean, I could kill them, but it doesn't feel very Federation. The Federation the Cardassians declare war against the Edo. Do you remember the Edo?
No.
They were the happy, pacifist, white flowing robe place, and Wesley Crusher fell and broke their greenhouse. And then we realised why they were such a lovely utopian culture, because every crime was capital punishment.
Right.
And Wesley Crusher was sentenced to death.
Because he fell through a greenhouse.
Yeah. And so the whole episode was like Picard trying to like
Get him off death penalty, right.
and they were
I
like
don't remember that. I remember Wesley Crusher turning up. Did he go back to those white robe people and then become like a god or something?
that was the Traveller, I think. Might have like a different white robed guy,
Right.
probably.
Oh, yes, right. And he was like the guy who came and fixed their warp engines and made them go crazy or something, like teleported them through time or some shit.
Yeah, well, send them to the other side of the
And then
galaxy.
turned out
or
that Wesley
something.
Crusher was also...
He had the Force in
He
him
had
or something.
The
He
midi-chlorians.
turned out he was a wizard, Harry, and
a wizard. Captain. I'm a wizard captain.
You're a wizard captain.
All right, I think we should have a little break. Thank you for watching this series. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will be back next time for more Star Trek Birth of the Federation. Till then, live long and prosper.